GPT-5 has even scared Sam Altman. He compared the model to a nuclear bomb. ChatGPT passed the "I'm not a robot" CAPTCHA, and this is no joke. Elon Musk hired an OnlyFans model to promote Tesla's robot. Plus, new updates in Photoshop and fresh features in Google's Notebook LM. The craziest AI news of the week, all in this video. Watch till the end so you don't miss anything. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman made a statement that sounded like a serious wake-up call. In an interview, he admitted that GPT-5, the new artificial intelligence model being developed by his company, scares him. And it's not just a figure of speech. Altman compared the experience of testing GPT-5 to the feelings of scientists involved in the Manhattan Project, the U.S. program to develop nuclear weapons during World War II. He drew a direct parallel between the power of AI and the destructive force of the atomic bomb. Both technologies radically change the world, but offer no guarantee that humanity will be able to handle them responsibly. According to Altman, GPT-5 is not just faster and more accurate in its responses. It shows a level of understanding and abstraction that sometimes frightens even those who built it. He described moments when he simply watched the model solve problems and felt not excitement, but deep unease. It felt as though it wasn't just executing algorithms, but acting with such flexibility and confidence that it challenged our usual ideas of what machines are capable of. Altman especially emphasized the lack of proper oversight for the development of such technologies. In his words, there are currently no adults in the room, meaning that neither government regulators nor international organizations have the expertise or tools needed to truly control the pace and direction of AI development. The industry has moved far ahead, while the oversight systems remain stuck in the past. He also noted that companies like OpenAI are forced to set their own ethical and safety standards. But how stable are those standards under intense market competition and in the absence of external pressure? That remains an open question. That's why Altman's remarks come across as an attempt to draw attention to a growing problem. GPT-5 may not yet be AGI, artificial general intelligence, but with each step, we are getting closer to a threshold beyond which the consequences could become irreversible. And in this context, the key issue is not the power of the technology itself, but society's readiness to understand it, reflect on it, and learn how to coexist with it. While educational platforms like OpenAI are striving to make artificial intelligence a useful and ethical tool for learning, another side of progress is pushing boundaries with boldness. AI agents are becoming so smart and sophisticated that they are quite literally crossing the line between machine and human, and doing it with a smile. One recent case stunned the tech community. An agent based on ChatGPT managed to pass Cloudflare's human verification check simply by clicking the famous "I'm not a robot" box, and no one stopped it. This wasn't a hack, a workaround, or a sneaky exploit. The agent was operating in a virtual environment, simulating the actions of an ordinary user. It moved the cursor, clicked the mouse, navigated links, and filled out fields. When prompted to verify its humanity, it simply clicked, and that was enough. The more advanced check, the one with blurry traffic lights or storefronts, never even triggered. Cloudflare uses a sophisticated system called Turnstile, which analyzes user behavior, browser data, IP address, and cursor movement patterns. The agent behaved so human-like that the algorithm didn't raise any red flags. This incident raises a serious philosophical and technological question. Since the 1990s, CAPTCHA systems have been a cornerstone of defense against automation. They were designed as a simple and effective way to separate humans from bots. If you can read this distorted text or pick the right images, you're not a bot. But today, we're seeing that bots not only read and click, they often do it better and more convincingly than real people. What was once a barrier for machines has now become a mirror for ourselves. If an AI can successfully convince a system that it's human, could it convince an actual person too? And if the answer is yes, does that mean the concept of human behavior is now a reproducible algorithm? The irony is that the AI didn't just pass the check, it even commented on its own action. This step is necessary to prove I'm not a bot and proceed with the task. In other words, a bot knowingly performed a task specifically designed to verify it wasn't a bot, and succeeded. It sounds more like an episode of Black Mirror than a technical demo. This case isn't just a curious anecdote, it's a warning sign. In a future where AI can independently order groceries, book flights, write emails, and interact with the digital world on our behalf. The task of distinguishing a real user from a machine will become increasingly difficult. And the question is no longer how smart AI is. The real question is, are we ready to admit that it's learning to be human and doing it frighteningly well? Elon Musk signed a contract with an OnlyFans model to promote his Tesla humanoid robot. Yes, you heard that right. In 2025, PR is officially out of this world. Adobe is introducing new generative AI features in Photoshop, and this could completely change the way we edit photos. If inserting a person into a different scene or removing an unwanted object used to be a task for skilled designers, now anyone can do it, literally in just a few clicks. The main innovation is a feature called Harmonize. It helps seamlessly blend an added element into a photo so that it looks as natural as possible. Color, lighting, shadows, contrast, everything is adjusted automatically. This technology is based on the Perfect Blend project that Adobe showcased last year. Harmonize is now available in beta on the desktop and web versions of Photoshop, as well as in the iOS mobile app. The tool offers users 3 versions of the final image to choose from, so they can pick the most convincing result. Additionally, Photoshop has introduced an AI-powered image upscaling feature. It can boost image clarity up to 8 megapixels without loss of quality, useful for restoring old photos or adapting images for social media. The object removal tool has also been improved. It now works more precisely. Unwanted elements disappear without a trace, and the program does a better job of guessing what should fill the empty space. Most importantly, Photoshop no longer adds random content when removing something, which it used to do before. These updates are impressive, but also a bit unsettling. Generative AI already knows how to create new image elements based on text prompts, and while there are restrictions in place to prevent the generation of harmful or inappropriate content, these improved tools make highly realistic image manipulation much easier. The only thing Harmonize can't do yet is find the source images for you. On the bright side, all editing data is now stored in digital content credentials, which help track how an image was altered. Adobe insists that safety and transparency are a top priority. All users are required to follow rules that prohibit generating harmful content. Still, these tools make the editing process so easy that the line between artistic retouching and potentially dangerous manipulation is becoming thinner. It used to seem like comparing Photoshop to new AI apps was a stretch, but now, it's time to admit Photoshop has become one of the most powerful AI editors in the world. Notebook LM has introduced a new feature. Users can now create video summaries based on uploaded materials. The process is simple. A user uploads as much information as possible on a chosen topic. This could include articles, documents, presentations, or YouTube links. Then, the built-in Gemini 2.5 Flash model generates a short text summary and converts it into various formats: FAQs, timelines, podcasts, mind maps, and now video format. This new feature is currently available only in English. However, as seen with other functions like podcasts, Google is expected to expand language support in the near future. The generated video appears as a series of slides with visuals and captions, narrated by a voiceover. According to the author's testing, each video typically lasts between 7 and 9 minutes. Interestingly, even users with the free version of Notebook LM can access this feature, although there is a limit of 3 videos per day. It's also worth noting that the update is rolling out gradually. If the feature hasn't appeared in your account yet, it may take a day or two. It's important to note that the video summary feature is not related to the previously announced Sparkify. That tool generates full-scale videos using VO3 and is intended for in-depth topic explanations. Sparkify is still in testing and is not yet publicly available.